Every once in a while, I like to Every once in a while, I like to hop on here and do a collective book haul of the last month-ish or so of all of the books that have come into my life, whether that's from PR, my own shopping, which today we have Barnes & Noble, we've got Goodwill, we've got thrifting, we've got PR, we've got birthday, we have a lot. In total, I think there's 46 books today, so a pretty decent, oh my god, definitely a decent sized haul. If you are new to the book channel, I post book hauls like this kind of frequently-ish, along with other book thrifting vlogs, reading wrap-ups, TBRs, all of the above. So if you like book content, definitely subscribe for more, but I have a lot of books to get into. I am genuinely so excited to read every single one of these books. It's gonna be hard not to yap about them all. So let's get right on into these, because I know it's gonna be a long video, but hopefully you're just as excited to talk about books as I am. Definitely comment down below which ones of these you've read, would recommend, honestly, what do I even start with? Please let me know what to prioritize on this beautiful new TBR stack that I created. I tried to break this down into as best of categories as I can, and a lot of the books are honestly off screen still. Let's start with the small category, my birthday. I received 3 books as gifts for my birthday this year from my family. I got The Body Keeps Score, which I've been wanting to read for so long. If you watch my reading wrap-ups, you know that I like to squeeze in 1 to 2 self-help, self-improvement, therapy-ish books each month. So coming up, I will definitely be reading this one shortly. I also got the energy codes. If you watch my reading wrap-ups, you also know I try to squeeze in a couple of more spiritual books each month. And this one is a 7-step system to awaken your spirit, heal your body, and live your best life. I've heard amazing things about this one too, so I'm very excited to read this one. And then I also received Yesteryear from my parents, and I'm very excited for this one. I am very excited for this one. My mom actually got herself a copy, and she's already read it, and she's patiently waiting for me to read it so we can talk about it. She said it was very, very good. These 3 are from my parents. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I used to give the total of how much I spent on books too in these hauls. Let me know what you prefer. Obviously these were free because they were birthday gifts. And then speaking of my birthday, I also had my $5 birthday coupon for Barnes & Noble. So I got 3 books from Barnes & Noble along with this gorgeous coral tote for being a member. I love this color choice so much. I did make a short form vlog of this trip, so if you've seen that, you already know what's coming, but I ended up buying 3 books with my $5 off coupon. I got Rebecca Searle's expiration dates. I love Rebecca Searle so much, and this is actually her last book that's out that I haven't read yet. I wanted to grab a paperback copy because she's an author to me that, like, we all have those authors where you have to get, like, some authors to me are always going to be hardcover copy authors, and she's a paperback cover copy author for me. It makes sense in my weird brain, and I annotate and highlight her books quite often, so I'm definitely expecting to be doing the same thing with expiration dates. Her books always tend to make me cry a little bit, make me feel and understand a situation in like a new light. I don't know, I love her books so much. I drove with the windows down today, and I feel like my hair is like so tangly from the wind. I'm trying not to mess with it, but I can feel all the tangles in here. Okay, I'm gonna try not to touch my hair. Yeah, I'm very excited for this book. That is definitely an author and a book that, because I'm very particular with which books do I choose to buy brand new and which books do I think I will find thrifting or will come into my life in different ways. I definitely saved like Yesteryear to ask for my birthday because that was like a new hardcover release. Rebecca Searle is also an author that like I will buy full price. And then they had a ton of books on 50% off when I went to Barnes & Noble, including The Guest by Emma Cline. Not only was this 50% off, but it's also a signed copy. Like literally, how could I resist? I love a good signed copy of a book, and I've also heard great things about this one as well. And then this one was definitely an impulse buy, but I ended up grabbing Almost Life. The premise of this, once I read it, how could I put it back? Once it was in my hands and I read what it was about, I was like, well, it's mine now. I have to read this. After posting the little vlog of this on, I think it was my bookstagram, someone commented in like all caps being like, I loved Almost Life so much. You have to read it basically. So I'm very glad that I grabbed it. But these 3 I got from Barnes & Noble, and I believe my total came out to like, I guess I could look right now. My total for these 3 books with my 10% Barnes & Noble members discount, my $5 off birthday coupon, as well as my $5 in rewards. My total for these 3 books came out to $49.89, which for 3 books, 2 hardcovers, I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Should we do this pile next? I was also lucky enough to work with Pango this last month on their platform. If you did not know, Pango is like a book reselling platform like Depop or Vinted or Poshmark, except for books. And I do have a storefront on there too. I don't have a lot of books listed, but if you do want to check out my storefront, feel free. I also do have an affiliate. If you want $5 off of your first order with Pango, you can use my code Makayla5 at checkout. Highly recommend. It's so worth it. It's so easy. I've bought from Pango so many times. So when they wanted to work together, it was seriously a dream come true. They gave me a little store credit to use to post a haul on my platforms. And these are all of the books that I ended up buying with their store credit that they gave me. I ended up somehow squeezing in 11 books for under $100, which is such an amazing deal. Sellers on Pango can list books for like, one of these books I think was like literally $2. The most I spent on one of these books I think was like $7. So amazing deals. I ended up finding, and they're all in amazing condition too. Like you can filter through like brand new, like new condition, good, whatever. And a lot of the sellers will take photos of every single side of the book. I always check the spines, the back, whatever. These are like brand new books basically for a just fraction of the price. This was definitely a little shopping spree where I was like, okay, what are some books that I've been wanting to buy but haven't bought yet that I don't think I'll come across at Goodwill or like a little free library that I really want to read soon? And it ended up being This Is How You Lose the Time War. I have heard amazing things about this one and I've wanted to read it for such a long time, so I'm so glad it is finally in my hands. The Dead Romantics. I loved the 7-Year Slip, so I feel like I'm going to love this one hopefully as well. That Summer Feeling has been on my save for later list for actual years. This is a sapphic love story between a divorced woman that attends a adult sleepaway camp and falls for some guy's sister, I think. But it's giving summer. Like, I definitely want to squeeze that in, hopefully this summer before it's over. I wanted to buy this book as well for so long. It's been on my save for later, and I found it on Pango for I think like $1 or $2. The Akashic Records. I've read a book on the Akashic Records before, but not this one, and this one has been highly recommended. So very glad to finally have that as well. Another book that has been in my save for later for like since it came out, because I've heard what this one is about and I was like, okay, I have to get my hands on that. The Gilded Heiress. This is a retelling of Anastasia, but it's like a spicy romance book. If you grew up loving the movie Anastasia, you're gonna love this book. I just know it. I'm slowly working on Emily McIntyre. I had to change the battery and now I feel like it's crooked, but I'm slowly working on Emily McIntyre's Disney villain Dark, I don't know what is the series called? The Never After series. I read Hooked and I've been waiting to come across Scarred, so I ended up just buying it used for so cheap. I think this is one of his last backlist books that I haven't read yet, Riley Sager's Final Girls, so I grabbed this one. Again, all of these books are like in brand new condition. I love Pango so much. A memoir that I've been wanting to read since literally high school. I think this was published back in like the 90s or 80s, but it's been sitting on my like save for later on Amazon for actual decades. I found a copy for like $2 on Pango. It's called Skin Game. It's a very short memoir. 1999 is when this was published by Caroline Kettlewell, so I guess I'll let you know how it is. And then a book that I thought I would come across, like I really thought I'm just going to wait until this book comes into my life, whether that's at Goodwill, little free library, or from a friend or like something. But I ended up just buying it used because I want to read it. The Let Them Theory. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard a lot about this book, but that's definitely a hot topic that I've been wanting to read since that came out. The Three Lives of Kate Kay. I have heard amazing things about this one as well. A lot of people compare it to Evelyn Hugo. And then one that I keep almost buying at bookstores for like the last 2 summers and never bought, Honey. I think this was like $7 or $8. Oh, I am so excited for all of these, but those are the 11 books that I got off of Pango a couple weeks ago. I think this was like under $100 of store credit, so you can get a lot of books for not a lot of money off of Pango. It's literally the best. Highly recommend. Okay, moving on to some, do I do PR or Goodwill next? Let's do PR first and then end with the books that I thrifted earlier today because I am so excited to yap about them, but I want to get the PR books out of the way. So I used to show every single book that I got from publishers and it just got repetitive, redundant, and just like a lot. So now I'm only showing the ones that I'm like super excited to read, that have, you know, caught my eye, that I requested, that I'm like, I can't believe I have of these, and I tried my best to organize it, but it's also like not in the best organization. Like these are all from various publishers. I have a finished copy of The Lake Club. This is actually from a Minnesota local author, and it's inspired by her summers here, so I really want to squeeze this in this summer as well. Poison Pen sent over Frida McFadden's newest release, The Divorce. I am so excited for this book, and I genuinely cannot believe that I have a gifted copy. This is one of those like big authors, big titles that I feel like, wow, I can't believe that I have that. I got West of Forever from, I believe, Source Books, Casablanca. The edges of this one are so fun. And then Source Books Landmark sent over an arc of Claire McIntosh's new thriller, It's Not What You Think. In June, I worked with St. Martin's Press for a little Maisie Eddings campaign to promote her newest release, You Won't Forget Me, which looks so good, and like all these, like the fun edges too. They sent over some of her other books from her backlist to help promote the new one. So I got Lizzie Blake's Best Mistake, The Plus One, A Brush with Love. Oh, I forgot it. I also got Late Bloomer, but it's already upstairs. And then Well Actually, and this one also has fun edges. I think these are from miscellaneous publishers. I don't even know what publisher. I should be better about it. This one is from, some of these are really small imprints that are underneath like HarperCollins and stuff, and so I can't remember, but I got Sippin' Pretty, which is a bunch of like country song inspired cocktails. Oh, I got an arc of I Kissed Her First. I'm so excited for this one. And then Harper One sent over The Comeback Era, which I need to read. Dutton sent over The Maidenheads, which also looks so fun and so good. And then I think with the Sippin' Pretty cocktail PR box, I also got this fun cowgirl coloring book that I just wanted to show. I'm excited to use this. I do love like a good coloring sesh. And then 83 Press sent over this really pretty kind of like coffee table book called Living Well at Home, The Daily Connoisseur's Guide to Living Well at Home. And there are like little prompts in here and journal things, but like the aesthetic of this is just absolutely stunning. Like I cannot wait to read it and then put it in my living room. Gallery Books sent over A Date with Death, which looks like a very fun rom-com with the grumpy sunshine trope. Gallery Books sent over Every Version of You, which I've heard is compared to Rebecca Searle. I believe when I was looking into this book, they compared it to like Rebecca Searle's and Emma Straub and The 7 Year Slip. So I'm like, okay, I should like this book then. I also got Christina Lauren's newest release. I genuinely cannot believe this is also in my hands. Like, what do you mean? And the package that they sent this over and had so many other fun goodies. It was genuinely such a shock. Another one that I like worked up to receive where I'm like, wow, this is a book that a few years ago, like this, Frida McFadden, big authors like that where I'm like, oh, I really would love to receive it. Like it just feels so not possible until it happens, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm so grateful. So yeah, I got the Romance Revival, beautiful cover, cannot wait to read that one. And then Atria sent over a hardcover of Habits of the Sea, which I've been wanting to read, as well as the Dahlia Suite, and both of these have been catching my eye for this summer, so I would love to squeeze these both in. Those are the most exciting PR books that I cannot wait to read. Just earlier today, I went to 2 Goodwills and I found a handful of really exciting books there. Some of these are like super popular too that I cannot believe I managed to find for just a couple of dollars. So you're gonna be shocked at some of these. But I came across this small book called Vibes from the Other Side, and it's about how to access your spirit guides. Big fan, big fan. So I cannot wait to read that. I found Twisted Love, Better Than the Movies, Local Woman Missing, The Lost Apothecary, One Golden Summer. Are you kidding me? Like this was just on display on a shelf staring at me. I read Every Summer After last summer, so hopefully I can read this one too this summer. Cannot believe that. I found this beautiful edition of Our Infinite Fates. Now I do have a different copy of this book, but when I saw that they had like the pink version with like this inside sleeve, oh, I had to get it. I could not resist. I was going to get it regardless when I saw the spine, because the other copy I have is like incredibly annotated and like loved and highlighted, and sometimes I like to have different versions of books or like have one that I'm able to like loan out to friends and whatnot. But when it's a very loved book of mine, I do get a little bit of like collector's brain and I need to collect different versions of it. But now I have one that I read for the first time that I loved, and another copy that I can loan out to people that isn't covered in my tabs and highlighting and stuff, because it is such a beautiful story. And then I managed to come across Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. What the heck? Never thought I would see this at a Goodwill. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But those were, I think, like 46 recent books that have come into my life. Can you believe some of these? Genuinely don't know which one I want to start with because I'm overwhelmed with so many amazing options right now. I just want to read them all, and it's already like the second week of July. I swear this summer has gone by faster than any summer of my entire life. Like, what do you mean August is in 2 weeks? I'm shocked. Please let me know which books you think I should read immediately. If you've read any of these, I'd love to hear your spoiler-free thoughts on them. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already, and please check out my booktok and bookstagram. But I'm gonna get reading, and I'll see you guys soon with a new book video. Bye!